Hey there, folks. I'm Isaac, and I didn't prepare anything to say.
And I'm Claire, and I am a blueprint.
And this is Make That Game,
where we pitch the latest,
the greatest
new video game ideas
that won't ever get made.
They don't.
So far, they haven't.
Data has shown they do not.
Data has shown. Yeah, we can predict. We can use past experiences to predict
they don't get
that
made.
they don't get made. Hey, how's it going, everyone?
Yeah.
We pitch video game ideas back and forth to each other here.
Yes, we do.
This week's theme was well,
which
actually
makes me very excited for your game pitch because you've clearly thought about it a lot.
Well, okay, no, I'm going to tell you my game pitch because
okay.
I just want to prove that I did come in here with something and I'm not making it up as I go along.
All right.
And thinking about it while you're talking. Helldivers 2. It's a well-based parody of Helldivers 2, which is a video game that exists. So, to give context to people that don't know, Helldivers 2 is a third-person shooter co-op, I would say horde mode shooter.
Now, I have to ask, this is specifically Helldivers 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it's funnier than just like...
Okay. So there is no Helldivers
like the general.
1.
Yeah, correct.
Okay. I just wanted to clarify.
It's funnier to specify Helldivers 2 as opposed to like the
yeah. This is the
series.
This is actually the not game design, it's joke design.
No,
with Isaac.
okay,
so, no,
but
I'm
I do have a game.
No, I know.
I'm just laying down the groundwork so people understand where I'm coming from here.
Yeah, go ahead.
So there's thousands of enemies. You shoot them. The waves get bigger. They get stronger. You unlock through your expert killing special abilities like airdrops and supply drops and stuff. And there are missions, like specific missions to accomplish. I can't get any deeper or more specific than what I just said because I've never played the game.
Great.
This is just what I've gathered from hearing about it. So, Helldivers is similar to that. Okay. So, also the story of you're called a Helldiver because you're like an elite military unit. You dive from like the atmosphere onto a planet and then do all the stuff that I mentioned. So this is you are an elite military unit that dives into wells.
Okay. Yeah.
It's also fantasy setting.
Right.
Because I thought that would be more interesting for wells.
I was going to say there's probably more wells.
There's more wells in a fantasy setting and like... Yeah, you're not going to send elite spec ops units into wells because... Anyways, so you and your team of buddies have different classes, like the archetypal D&D classes, but like... The old school version back when elf and dwarf were still classes. Well, I guess
I was gonna say,
that's just basic. That's not technically like D&D. That's basic. Did races class.
Okay.
But you go in, you've got your specializations, you have like different types of loot that you specialize in. So like barbarians, good at axes, and fighters, a sword and shield guy. An elf is good with the bow and possibly magic. So you go in and there's just hordes of enemies, starting with the small things like rats and poisonous frogs, maybe some bats flying around, some big spiders.
I really liked the way you hit the word rat.
Rats. And yeah, your goal is to progress through the depths of these dungeon-like wells, defeat all the enemies inside and the evil at the heart of the well, thus making it safe for the townsfolk. As you go through, you start every well mission at level 1, and the ideal is that you get to level 20.
Oh, wow. Okay.
By the end of it.
Lots
but
of levels.
Leveling is going to be faster because it's going to be like millions of enemies in the well.
Okay.
But a lot of them are going to be like
Okay.
10,000 rats at a time.
And each well, they're not like interconnected. It's just like well to well.
It's just well
Okay,
to well.
gotcha.
Yeah,
Yep.
it basically each mission is it like generates a town and like a plight, but the plight will always be like the Lich Lord has infested our well and is sending demon goblins into the village, and then
you go
go
forth.
kill the Lich Lord and his horde of demon goblins.
Okay.
I also want to specifically mention that an integral part of my design is that when rats are involved, it uses the exact like rat engine from Plague Tale.
Okay. Got
like
it.
that swarm engine that they use, but you also like you have to fight it.
Yeah,
Like
Plague
you
Tale
are fighting that rat swarm.
is all about rats. It's about obviously the plague. I guess that's obvious in the name. But for those who don't know, it's just like rats will swarm constantly. It's massive and
there's
gross.
like tens of thousands of them
Oh
on the
yeah,
screen
it's
at
horrible.
once.
But most of
they're like a tidal wave. They almost act like a liquid in that game.
Oh, you're so right though. That's that's exactly it. And the most of the puzzles that Isaac got through before he stopped playing
I will return one day.
Yes, he will. But were very much avoid the rats, not fight them. So that's interesting.
I don't think it was possible to fight them, and I actually think that the way that they coded them, it would not be possible to fight them.
Just
but
die no matter what. Oh, I'm assuming there's a point in the story where you do fight them.
Oh, maybe
that's my guess.
By
like
the
down
end.
the line, yeah. Because I don't know, but maybe not.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see when I eventually pick it up again.
Yeah.
I wonder how deep I am. Like, what if I was like just finishing Act 2 of 3 and I had like 6 more hours of gameplay
based
left?
on watching you, but I don't know if I've watched you all the way that you've played. Like, I don't know if I saw the last time you played. I would think you're like 15%.
Oh, you think I'm real early on?
Yeah. We'll look it up and we'll tell you all at our next episode.
Okay, all right.
Where Isaac is in the game.
All right. So, anyways, that's Helldivers 2, and I would like to hear your well-themed game.
Okay, my well-themed game. I did not come up with a name for it.
Well, it's Helldivers 3.
Okay, well, it kind of works.
Well, we keep saying
this is a fun theme. Okay, so it's a city building game.
Okay.
And you're building a city underground.
Okay.
And the way you access it is wells.
Okay.
And you have to dig your way through. So you start with like you're standing in front of one well and you jump in and then you have to like build.
And then you build out. Okay.
And you can like, you have like a surface map and an underground map and you have to select key points to build other wells because you don't want to just have one well be the only entrance and exit to your land.
Yeah. But if you have too many, then invaders can get in. Okay.
And so you want to place wells based on resources and points of access. So like you also want to like most city builders, you want to entice the NPCs to come live in your city. I was thinking maybe 2D. I was like maybe it looks like Dwarf Fortress. I don't know.
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely. Well, because Dwarf Fortress is a perfect baseline because it also has the surface level and the depths.
There you go. But this would be very little surface play.
Okay.
You know, you can go up there, but there's not like a lot happening there necessarily.
Farming.
Although I like the idea you had of like invaders, so maybe there's like armies and stuff, but it's pretty basic. Like most of what you're up to is down.
Yeah, I mean that's
in the
similar to Dwarf Fortress because the only thing that's really happening on the surface is traders, invaders, and farming. And tree chopping, I guess, but you can do that in the caves too.
Yeah.
I mean, you can farm in the caves too. The only thing you can't get is
Did I accidentally
traders.
just make Dwarf Fortress?
No. Okay. No.
Okay.
Just
I've
because
never
your
played
game
it, so that's,
has similarities doesn't mean it's the same game.
Well, and one thing I wanted to work in that I couldn't figure out how to do is like a wishing mechanic or like a luck mechanic that's based on like number of wells you have. Like, see, and then I don't have it. I don't have what that is. But some kind of like...
Maybe instead of like traders, right? Maybe one of your things that you do is you have to put your wells in enticing spots for like randomly spawned NPCs to like wander over and wish into your well.
Okay.
And then you gather their coins.
Yes. Yeah.
But the coins are magical because they're infused with wishes.
Right.
So they're more powerful than the average coin.
Right. And yeah, I like that. It's an economy.
Yeah.
It's a wish economy. Okay. So that's my game, really.
Okay. And you didn't come up with a
I
name?
didn't. Yeah, I mean, like, well,
Wish you well.
wish you well. I mean, it's not wishes. It's not like
No. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well,
the main thing. Yeah.
we don't
Okay.
need a name. We don't come up with names most of the time. I don't, certainly.
Not for these games. That's because it's not required.
No, it's just ideas.
It's only required when we do.
We leave
the rapid
that
fire
part open to y'all when you make these games.
round.
All right, so that's the pitch bit segment. The pitch segment over with. Let's move on in to a little bit of a discussion. And I've been told by a little bird, a little blue bird, has whispered into my ear that you would like to talk about a little game that I've never heard of, and I'm sure the audience hasn't
No one's ever heard of it.
named Blue Prince.
Yeah. So, like most things with Make That Game podcast, we're on the cutting edge of games. When they come out, we're just like, we're gonna report on
definitely.
this.
While it's still like
So
the most
this is, like,
popular thing around.
Obviously, very fresh in everyone's mind.
Yeah.
Is Blueprints. So no, it came out. I should look that up. Actually, I should have all the info.
Yeah, you need to name the publisher, the
yeah.
developer. We always forget that. Actually, I used to be pretty good at it, but then we stopped like doing game breakdowns as often, and I got out of the habit.
Yeah. Okay. So Blueprints came out April 10th, 2025. So it's not that.
Okay, 3 months.
Yeah. Has that really been 3 months? Wow.
It's the 8th month, so I think it's been 5.
Yeah. Well, 4.
No,
April.
4. Oh, because April's after March. March is the 3rd month.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Okay. It's developed by Dogubomb. That's Dogubomb. It's published by Raw Fury.
Okay.
And it is an adventure game. I would like to call it a roguelite
I'll give you that.
adventure game.
It doesn't have slimes, so it can't be a roguelike.
I would say, well, it doesn't have slimes yet. I haven't found a slime. Doesn't mean it's not there. Yeah, so what I'm going to be doing today is not really a honk and bonk, which is our review, but more of just a breakdown of the game design and gameplay loop of this game. And I'm going to try to do
So instead of saying like what you like or
Yeah.
don't like, you're just going to say this
Like-
is how it is.
yeah, like analyze it.
Okay.
Because I do feel like most of the things I feel kind of neutral towards, or I can see like why they did it, whether or not I enjoy it
okay.
or not.
Interesting.
It is very interestingly designed.
Interesting
game.
approach.
Yeah, well, that's why I want to approach it this way. And what was I gonna say?
Sorry, I
That's
interrupted
okay.
you.
No, that's okay. That's the banter people know and love. I don't. I'm gonna try to be as spoiler free as possible, but there will be spoilers because in order to talk about it as in depth as I'm going to, like, just an FYI. But I'm going to try my best to not give massive game spoilers, and I also have not finished, so I can't spoil that. So
Yeah.
just a fair warning to the listener: if you really don't want to know anything about this game, you can skip to the rapid fire round, and we'll put that in the description. So
Yeah, click that link.
click that link. Okay, into it. So Blueprints. If you've ever played the board game Betrayal of House on the Hill, you've kind of played Blueprints. So that's my first thing. Is it is designed almost identically to that
Is
game.
that the game that we played with your parents?
Yes.
And your dad was the murderer?
Yes.
There was a murderer in
No, but like
Blueprints?
Betrayal has 2 phases. It's
Okay.
Blueprints is just like the
Okay.
first phase of that game. Basically, in that game and in Blueprints, there's a deck. Of course, in Blueprints, it's virtual, and you actually don't see cards. Well, you kind of do.
A Steam Deck.
Well, I am playing it on the Steam Deck. There isn't a Steam Deck in the game
It fits.
yet.
Are there wells in Blueprints?
There is not a well. There's like a fountain.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, there could be a well. I might not have seen it. It's hard to say.
You didn't draw that card. Sorry, I keep interrupting. I'll let you.
No,
talk.
it's okay. Okay. So basically, there's cards that are rooms, and they're shuffled every day. And every time you go to a door, you get to pick from 3 rooms. So basically, you're dealt 3 room cards.
So I have a question.
Yeah.
And you might be about to go into this, but I'm going to keep interrupting
Great.
you.
That's a podcast. We got to talk.
So you go into the first door.
Uh-huh.
Gives you 3 cards.
Yeah.
You choose card A.
Yeah.
Next door you go through,
Mhm.
is it card B, C, and now D, or is it 3
It's a
new
reshuffle
cards?
every time.
Okay.
So
all right. Cool.
It is a reshuffle. It's not like, so the cards you didn't pick, so like B and C, like if you pick A, B and C are still in the deck. So there's
Right.
still possibilities, but they're not guaranteed to be there again.
Do you get to build the deck in any way? Do you get any control over that?
Well, I have that on my list.
Okay,
But
should I just let you talk?
No,
Am I allowed
let's
to
segue.
interrupt?
Yeah, you can interrupt. Let's segue to that because like that's
Okay.
fine. So that's the concept. Every door you click, you have to draw 3 doors. Now there is a very interesting mechanic, which I think is, I already said interesting, but it's interesting, is once you click a door and the 3 cards are drawn, you cannot exit.
Yeah,
like you can't go back and be like, oh, let me try to get more resources or whatever. Nope, you have to choose one. And I think that's really important. And I don't know what they were thinking while they developed it, but like I could see that as being added late in the game and being like, oh, or like middle of development and being like, this is really necessary to make it like a little up the stakes, right? Like
Right.
of the randomization of it. So that's just an interesting thing. But yeah, so as far as the deck and chance and things like that, there is some luck mechanics in the game. The speedrun actually talks a lot about this. So if you go to the GDQ, SGDQ VODs, there's a speedrun of blueprints, and then there's an interview with the people speedrunning it who talk really in depth about some game design stuff. And one thing they do talk about is luck, because as a runner, random things are your enemy. So they talk about how to kind of manipulate the luck to their liking, and that's more of like a technical thing. But from a casual play perspective, there's a couple things. One is, well, the rabbit's foot is not room based, but it's item based. So items are also randomly scattered through rooms every day.
Right. And you haven't really touched on items yet.
Right. But just while we're on luck, the rabbit's foot increases your chance of finding items throughout the day.
Okay.
So that's one. That's an item that helps you with items. There's a room that you can draft. This is where we get to spoilers. There's a room that you can add to your deck, basically, that allows you to edit the frequency of rooms.
Oh.
So basically to make them more like, I mean, their scale is, I think it's common to ultra rare. So you can toggle that to however you want.
What do you mean? So like, can you choose an ultra rare room and say, this is common now?
Yeah.
What?
But it only gives you 3 choices, like 3 rooms to do that to every time you make that room.
Gotcha.
So you can't do like every single room that you've ever drafted and edit it. But some rooms aren't in your deck, I think, at all. I think there's more rooms than spots in the house. So you're not going to get every room in your deck every time.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's where that kind of comes in. So you can, if there's rooms that you really want to be working on, or rooms you want to say like, get out of here, you can edit that a little bit.
I don't want the book nook anymore.
You can get a book nook, I think.
Amazing.
So the other, there's a room where you can choose whether or not you can choose new rooms that are added to your deck every day. And there are also things that add rooms to your deck. So like if you draft a pool, that's the only way to add sauna and pump room and locker room to your deck.
Okay.
So if you need any of those rooms, you have to draft pool. If you eat breakfast, then you get the morning room added to your deck.
And that could be across the house.
Right. You never know when it will be. You don't know when it will happen. You could technically not draw it. It's pretty common, so you probably will. But like, yeah. And you also don't have to choose to build it, even if you do draw it.
Yeah.
But so those are the ways that you can
you ever get
that.
duplicate?
You can if you draft the mirror room.
Okay.
And then that allows you to get duplicate rooms. I hate the mirror room, though, so I don't do that one because it's obnoxious.
Yeah, I guess, is there ever a reason why you would want to basically only have 2 choices?
Well, it wouldn't be 2 choices. It seems more random, the mirror room, and I might be using it wrong. But, like, I drafted the mirror room more out of necessity than anything else. And then later on, I got a room in the draft pool that was a room I already had. And I was like, how'd that get there?
No, sorry. What I'm talking about is 3 cards come up. It's card A, card B, card A.
So, no, unless you have something that, like... So the mirror room is specifically, it duplicates rooms you already have drafted.
Okay.
So that wouldn't happen. There is a feature where you can generate it to add 3 aquariums to your deck. And in that case, I guess in theory, it could come up with like multiple aquariums at once.
What do you want to make this room? Aquarium
or core aquarium.
All
Aquarium's
right.
a very special room though. So the rooms, this is like, God, let me know if this gets too technical. Or, I mean, I know it's a game design podcast, but rooms all have different designations. So there's hallways, bedrooms, green rooms, red rooms, and
blue rooms.
Well, blue rooms are like average rooms.
Oh,
They're like not like standard, I think is what they're called.
Yeah.
I think. And hallways. Hallways is the final.
Okay.
Yeah. Or I might have already said that. I don't know.
You did. You started with it.
Okay.
But...
Well then. And puzzle rooms. That's the other one. Puzzle.
Okay.
I think. I don't know. Storerooms. No, that's the other one. Because I was like, puzzle rooms a different like layer of categorization. No. So storerooms.
So you can have a puzzle hallway.
No. Well, I mean, I guess yes.
Hoo boy.
I haven't found a puzzle hallway, but you could in theory have most of the puzzle rooms.
It's possible.
I've noticed are standard. So anyway, each of these has a different effect. And so there's times when you can upgrade rooms during your game, and then it might change the status of a room. So if, like the Nook thing, I think you could change that into like, you could do a breakfast Nook, a reading Nook, or there's another one. And the reading Nook had something to do with the library. I went breakfast Nook because when you eat, you get steps.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't walk without my food.
I mean, really though,
Without
it gives
my
you that
morning
energy.
breakfast.
Yeah. So the randomness really comes when I played my first run of this, because it is like a roguelite. I think of them as runs. It lasted like 5 minutes because I didn't realize that the doors matter. But each room has doors in a specific area, and they matter. So if you draft a door next to a wall, you can't go through that door.
Mm-hmm.
And so I just created like too many dead ends, and it was just done. It was like, that one's done. And that brings me to the interesting mechanic of learning as you go pretty exclusively. This game is not holding your hand. It doesn't want to touch your hand. It thinks your hand is gross.
Oh. Oh no.
It really, like, the opening cutscene is very short, especially with today's, I feel like, trend of cutscenes, which we'll talk about again because we've talked about it before, but we'll talk about it again soon, I think. But it's very short, and most everything you learn, you have to learn through actual reading, which we've talked about on this as well.
I don't like to do that. I barely know how.
But I think it sets you up
literate.
to know that you're going to do that, which I think is important, because I've talked about how sometimes it's frustrating when I'm playing a game and it makes me like actually like take information in, like I'm reading a book or something, and I'm like, that's not what I'm doing. I'm playing a video game.
Yeah.
But this video game, it does set you up to do that, like, because it lets you go. It even says there's like a very early on note, and I forget exactly where it is, but it's in the rooms. Everything. I mean, you've heard me, like, any toggling of features is based on rooms. Any like
interesting.
Anything, any information is all stored in rooms. So you learn very early. It literally says, like, we recommend you have a journal next to you. And I'm like, okay,
old school. You're
setting me up, right? Like, it's like you have set up the expectation of how this is going to go. So I do have a journal. It is full of stuff. Like, I feel like I'm doing the big serial killer map meme.
Oh.
Trying to make connections and solve puzzles and things like that. So, yeah. Let me pull up my list because I went rogue.
Uh-oh.
Roguelite.
It's because I bantered too well. Okay, first of all.
Okay, so it is a little frustrating that there is no hints, really. Like, here's an example. So there's drafting manuals, which are basically how to play the game. Like, when you see a drafting manual, it's like, this is going to tell me how to play the game. Great. Except I didn't draft a room with a drafting manual in it until, like, days into playing a game. But what I did is I ordered them.
Real time or in-game days?
Both.
Okay. All right. Okay.
But, like, so in the library, you can order books to be delivered, and they had, like, I think it was drafting strategy books 3 and 4 were available.
And you're like, where's 1 and 2?
Well, yeah, so I read 3 and 4, and they were very helpful.
How many are there?
Yeah, I read 3 and 4. They were very helpful. I purchased 5 because there's a bookstore, and then I drafted the rooms with books 1 and 2, and I'm like, I have a feeling that they thought I would do this sooner, and I just didn't, because of both luck and my own ideas. So it's like, it's not like it tells you, like, hey, there's important intel about how to play this game in this very room. No, they don't. I'm like, I'm not drafting that dead end. Who do you think I am? And it's like, that has drafting manual 1 in it. So they're very helpful. They do walk you through pretty clearly exactly, like, Like, not just how the rooms work, but also some strategy. They even have quotes from players in there about, like, I like to do it this way. It's, like, very cute.
Wait,
but
actual other players?
I don't know. How would I know? I
Huh.
decided to believe it, but
Okay.
I guess they could have made it up. I don't know.
Like, I mean, have you found a mechanic where you'd be able to...
I'm assuming they were like reviews or beta players.
Oh, gotcha.
Or,
okay.
Something that they did.
That would make sense.
Early on, yeah. So anyway, but like that's an example of how the game is expecting you to like, you have to learn how to play it yourself. Like, you have to request the instructions. Like, that's how, from the library. And that's not really a hint. It's just the instructions. And there's also hints. There's like little cards on tables that you can discover, and it tells you more information. But it's just, there's a lot of figuring it out yourself, which worked out pretty well for the beginning. But now that I'm getting more and more into the game, I am looking more things up, because it's like there are no hints.
Uh-oh.
Like, there's no in-game way for me to be like, I'm really stuck on this puzzle, help me out. And it's like, there's nothing for you there.
You just have to go to good old Google.
Yeah, so I've looked a couple things up. But all right, so that's that.
Wow, run invalid. Looking it up, run invalid. Nope, this is not going in the record books.
I mean, I will say my runs are not going in the record. Like, I'm not good, I don't think, at this game. I don't know. I don't know what the average is, but you looked it up and there's no... So every run is a day in the game. And Isaac looked it up and he saw there was no limit to the
what I
days.
saw.
So, like, I feel like how many days am I going to be trapped? Like, it's almost... The game starts in November. I mean, I'm definitely going to see the new year. I don't know.
Oh, jeez. Maybe you'll see next November.
No, I might. I don't know. I hope it doesn't take that long. Oh my gosh. I'm almost on... I think I'm on like day 50 something now.
Okay.
Okay. I did want to talk a little bit about resource management, because that's also
then
unique.
you are in the new year, aren't you?
I don't know. I don't do...
You're pretty close.
I don't do time math.
Okay. Did you start on November 1st?
November 7th.
November 7th. So 30 days later would be December 7th. And then 20 days later would be December 27th. So you've got...
Okay, thank
5 days.
May I continue, please?
No, you can't. I've co-opted this. Okay. We're doing month math now.
Okay.
No, okay, go ahead. Continue.
Okay, great. I was going to talk about resource management, because I think it's unique and very frustrating. So every day, and this is what makes it roguelite, though, is every day, not only do your rooms reset and all the cards. So yeah, when you build, I don't know if I made this very clear, but when you build a day, like you're building your house with this deck, the next day it's all zero again. Like, you start from zero. There's nothing built. There's also nothing in your inventory. You cannot take things with you at all. That's not allowed. Day to day.
Don't you stay off premises?
Yes.
So
Specifically, you're not allowed to sleep in the mansion. There's a little tent for you outside that you can visit, actually.
And you're not allowed to bring things outside of the mansion.
Correct. And you're also, in theory, a 14-year-old boy.
Whoa!
So it is
Detective Conan.
It's just a little bit like... They're really putting this 14-year-old in a tent outside a mansion for like
Sometimes
months.
you got to. Sometimes you got to. Okay.
Anyway, but yeah, so you have to manage your step count, which is how many rooms you can enter. So a step is like...
So that's resource number 1.
That's resource number 1. You have to manage... well, I just listed them as disposables, but it's like money, gems, and keys. So every time you...
so that's 3 different resources with 3 different purposes, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh, so
gems,
we're already
keys.
up to 4.
I think that's it, though. That's pretty much it. Well, and items. For items that you want.
Okay.
So
5.
I feel like for me, the thing that hurts the most that I can't keep are items. Like, I'm an item goblin. I want every item. I would love to start the game with every item every time. I would literally, if I could hack this game, if I could bool prop testing cheats enabled true this game, I would.
Okay.
So that I could have at least the key card every time. It's driving me nuts.
Is the key card a very useful one?
Yes. I mean, it's necessary. It's actually necessary at some point. You have to have it. And if you don't have it, you just have to end the run. So,
No bueno.
Mm-hmm.
That's not good.
No. So, but these items are random. Like I said, random in the manner. So with coins, you can buy food, which gives you more steps. You can buy books. There's a showroom that has like really fancy, cool items that are like 50 coins. And for example, my average coins per day is like 12. So like 50 is a lot. That means you found something fancy, right? Like you found something. I mean, I think you get more as you go though. So anyway, but either way, gems you use to draft rooms. So most rooms like in the beginning are free. And then the cooler the room is, the more gems you need. I think the biggest gem like usage I've seen so far is 4 for a room. Most are 1 to 2 if there are any. And then keys are to unlock doors, and locked doors are random. And the chance of a locked door increases the deeper you get into the house. I forgot to mention the whole goal is to draft a room 46. It's a 45 room house, but you're supposed to draft room 46. So that's the whole thing.
Well, that's not even possible.
So
that's not even possible.
Most of the time you're trying to get as far into the room.
So it's a 9x5 grid?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
It is. It is a 9x5 grid.
9 deep or 9 wide?
I guess 9 deep.
Okay.
It's long. Like if you're looking at it from above, it's long.
It's a sausage, not a burger.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yep. So you're usually trying to draft up as much as you can.
Are there multiple floors?
No.
Okay.
But there are rooms with stairs in them. But you can't like draft on the second floor. Like it's just like this room goes up.
That's weird.
There's also down.
No. No. I disapprove.
Okay. Well, either way, I lost my train of thought again. Oh, the resource management. So yeah, so you lose all of this at the end of the day, which is so frustrating. Like once, I just have to rant about this one, because once I had a run where I had all these situations, which are more dig spots in rooms that spawn. Dig spots are you use a shovel, you dig stuff up. Usually very useful. More dig spots in every room that spawns. Then I had a room that made it so that if I dig in a room, all the doors in that room would unlock.
Whoa.
Both of those combined is very powerful. You know what I never found during that whole run?
The dig room.
Nope.
What?
A shovel.
Oh.
I never had a shovel during that run. That would have been an incredible run, and I had no shovel. And I'm just walking through all these rooms with all of these dig spots and nothing to dig with and running out of keys and just wanting to scream.
This is the pain of roguelikes.
Yeah. So
or lights.
There are though some special rooms that will help you manage your resources. So one is the freezer. If you enter the freezer, your money and gems freeze and you can keep them next time. So that's cool. Wow. Yeah, pretty cool.
Pretty cold.
Pretty cold.
Frozen.
I can't think of actually there's some rooms that there's one where it will give you keys to start the next round depending on how many of a certain type of room you have. So that's cool.
That sounds powerful.
The morning room, which I talked about, where you get it with breakfast, gives you 2 gems to start the next day. So there's rooms like that to kind of help you manage. But the one time I got to buy a fancy item from the showroom, I got an amulet that makes it so you get to keep 1 item in your inventory for the next day, and that was my favorite one. But that costs like 40 gold. So
that's a lot.
Probably not getting that
crap.
Anytime soon.
That's too much.
You never know. There's also a mechanic that's called allowance, which I think I was supposed to figure out sooner, but I'm really bad at puzzles. So I did look up they're like little puzzle boxes and you're supposed to click them in a certain way. And I was like, I don't understand what's happening. So I just looked up how to do that. But so the allowances, you get a certain amount of money to start every day with. So I think I'm up to 8 coins to start per day, which is pretty good. So I'm wondering if there'll be more opportunities as I keep playing to get more and more. And then it might be more likely that I get to use the showroom stuff, which is game design, right? Like ramping you up to getting to use the like cool stuff.
Yeah. So the allowances, those are like items that you can find in the mansion that give you a permanent like meta buff.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
But you do have to pick up the allowance in a little envelope in the front of the house for it to be anything every day.
That's called immersion.
Yeah. But don't forget to do it like I almost did once.
Well,
yeah. But okay, so that's pretty much the game. I think it's doing a pretty good job. I think the biggest issue with a roguelike for me personally, but also for others, is boredom. Like it gets really repetitive after you've played it a lot. It
exposes one could say that it exposes the gameplay loop a lot.
Yeah.
Like you figure out this is the loop. This is just how the game goes.
Right.
I start X, I do Y, Z, end at A. Let's go back to the beginning again. Like, whereas a lot of games are a lot more subtle about it, to the point where, like, talking about gameplay loops with people who aren't, like, in the know,
who don't listen to this podcast.
yeah, they might not even know what you're talking about because they're not used to games that have so clearly defined of a loop.
Yeah, and I will say it's getting to this point, and you and I have talked about this on the podcast before, of like, I get it, but I need to be able to do it. So it's like understanding a puzzle or concept versus executing that. And so, for example, to explore some other things in the house, I have to draft rooms next to each other, like 2 specific rooms next to each other. Well, that's pretty difficult. Oh, there's also dice.
That's completely random chance.
Well, yeah, but you can find dice that if you can re-roll rooms.
Oh, okay.
And there's also some rooms that have redraw capabilities. So there's like ways to do it, but also like dice are pretty rare. And you can also
like card count, right?
No. I mean, I guess. I don't know how many cards there are when it starts. I guess 45 probably.
If you're like, there's 45 cards and like,
but I don't know how what the initial, like, I don't know what's left on the table when they take the 45 cards, because like I said, there's more than 45 rooms. So how would I know?
Yeah, there's 46 of them.
No, there's more than that.
No, I know. I'm joking.
Okay. I was gonna say, like how would I know if a card I wanted was even in the deck? For one.
That's true. Sorry.
But that is a good point. Like in one of the drafting manuals, it did say, like, remember that if you, like, not drafting something early means you'll have it later. So things like hallways or, you know, like these rooms that are very useful later, it's like, hold on to that because it remains in the deck and you know it's in the deck. Once you see it, you know it's in the deck. Anyway, now I lost my train of thought again. I'm trying to get through it.
I'm sorry. I'll shut up. I'll zip.
No, I like when you talk. But okay. So it's getting to a point where it's like, I know what I have to do in certain puzzles, but I can't actually execute it because I don't have the resources to make sure I get the specific rooms next to each other or whatever it is. And because I understand the gameplay loop, the runs are getting longer and longer. So it is just like a little bit, it's not boring yet, but it is a little more predictable and a little more repetitive. But I am still motivated to finish. And so, yeah, I think it's a very uniquely designed game, and I have never played a game like it. Okay, now that's over.
All right. Well, now that that's over, that's our discussion segment gone. It wasn't much of a discussion. It was mostly a little bit of a monologue.
You talked a lot.
No, okay. That's banter. But compared to the
back... Yeah, but is that... I mean, was it okay? You made it sound like it wasn't okay.
No. Okay. I was just saying... I was just realizing as I said the word discussion, I was like, well, is that the most accurate term to describe it? I was just doing the thing that I always do with my brain. Mm-hmm. And, yeah. Anyways, that was that segment. And we're going to finish it off on a positive note.
Is it not? Was my segment not positive?
No, now I'm just peppering landmines in there to catch you.
I hope the listeners enjoyed my breakdown.
They did. Rapid fire round.
Yeah, we're going to do the rapid fire round. That's where we generate 3 random words. We come up with a game idea, a gameplay loop, and a name for that game in only 5 minutes. And we're going to do it 3 times, and we're going to start when Isaac has the timer ready.
I have the timer ready. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go.
Our words are policeman.
Oh.
Teacher.
Oh.
Rhetoric. Okay, wait. Let me take it.
Okay.
So, policeman and teacher are 2 very, like, base jobs. Like, base as in, like, when you think of job.
Yeah.
It's like policeman, teacher, fireman, postal worker. Yeah. And then rhetoric makes you think of school.
Yep. Teacher.
Well, yeah, but I'm thinking like at school you have like the little toys of people like in your neighborhood.
Yep,
like Mr. Rogers style.
Okay.
So that's where I want to go with this. Is like there's a policeman in my neighborhood and a teacher in my neighborhood. I don't know where else to go, but I was like that could be the vibe, and then it's a little bit fun and cute.
Okay. I won't go with my initial idea, but now that you've said your thing,
okay.
I'm seeing like, what are those like big Legos called?
Duplo, I think.
Duplo? Like, not the knockoff Lego, but the ones that are like 6 times the size of Legos so that toddlers don't swallow them. Mega
That's
Blocks?
Duplo.
Something like that?
Yeah,
Maybe
Lego
Duplo?
Duplo.
Oh, Lego makes these.
Lego
Okay.
makes Duplo, yeah.
Okay. So I'm thinking like that because they had like little people and houses,
Like, oh, that's not a good
and
example,
you can
but
like. No, that is not what I'm thinking of.
I think it's because it's specifically Daffy Duck.
Maybe. But anyways, I'm thinking of a almost Sims like game where it is a very like playhouse. You get to pick up the different people and put them in like different buildings, and then that changes how events unfold is mostly what I'm thinking of. It doesn't seem like that interesting of a game. It's more of like a digital toy, but it's never mind. I don't know how rhetoric gets involved, but I was thinking like if you put the teacher in the police station, like how does it starts behaving like a teacher but in the role of a policeman, so like they start teaching the prisoners.
Okay. That could be interesting.
Yeah, okay. Maybe I've got nothing. I don't even know how I could describe. It's literally just watching what happens if you move people around.
What if it's like my first video game? And it's like you just like match, like the policeman goes to the police station, and then you get to see a little.
Oh, like a
animation.
matching game.
And then like the teacher goes to the school.
So where's the rhetoric in that? I mean, I didn't have any rhetoric unless there's a
I'm gonna look up
there
the
could
word
be a
rhetoric.
politician. There could be a politician.
Yeah.
The
Well,
mayor goes to jail
Wow. Yep.
for corruption
The
charges.
mayor goes to jail. And then you go, good job, kids. Yeah. Is that a game?
Yes, it's my first video game.
My first video game. All right,
My first video game's gainful employment.
Learn them up, kids.
Learn them up, kids.
These are the people in my neighborhood. Learn them up, kids. Everyone's got a job. It's capitalism.
Wait. I feel like there's bangers that have I feel like these have already been kind of bangers. Hold on. Learn them up, kids. These are the people in my neighborhood.
That's based on Mr. Rogers.
Oh,
he has a little
okay.
song that's like, these are the people in my neighborhood.
Learn them up, kids. Everyone's got a job. Okay, wait, hold on. We've got 45 seconds left on the clock.
Okay.
Learn them up, kids. Junior. Everyone's got a job.
Yes. Learn up, kids. Junior. Everyone's got a job.
40 seconds left on the clock. We did it.
Perfect. And this is outside of the time, but I do want to say, like, one thing we could promote the game with is, like, motor skills. Like, they have to learn to use a mouse, which many children these days don't know how to do.
Oh.
Because of the touch screen. So, like, you have to use a mouse to drag things. You have to, like, that's part of it, right?
Yeah.
That's part of, you're not just learning them up about job.
I don't know if that's a real word.
Motor skills is...
I think motile.
Sure.
Let's just pretend it's real for me.
Yeah. And then the like using a computer is like the second.
Yeah.
It's junior. That's what's expected. Okay. Great. Well, ready for our next 3 words?
Yeah. 3, 2, 1, go.
Fun. Mole. Freight.
Mole?
MOLE.
Are you sure that's not mole?
I mean, there's no accent above the E.
Okay.
So...
All right. You're right. Fun mole freight. Freight.
Like a train.
So underground, you're mole. You are the guy who digs subways.
Yeah. Okay.
You are a friendly little mole
who digs subways.
For the squirrel and mouse community.
Okay. I like it. Very cute.
And
I mean, it can't just be for the community to move, though, because freight, it's got to move goods.
Oh, no. Yeah. Okay, yeah, no, you are doing it for capitalistic reasons.
Freight does not have to be capitalism. You have to move goods from one place to another. Capitalism is when you exploit profit.
I'm specifically thinking of Mr. Driller, which is a game series based on Dig Dug, actually, but it's kind of a sort of match 3 dig 'em up. So it has blocks. So imagine like Tetris blocks. Okay.
Yep.
But the world, like the level is pre-populated with them, and You are trying to drill through them.
Okay.
And then they act like Tetris blocks do. So if you drill out an L-shaped block
yeah.
and then it makes everything up
Okay.
above, and it's more than just like the Tetris Tetronimo shapes. So they can be much bigger.
Can we add a mechanic where there's items like trapped in
Yeah. Oh, that's what Mr. Driller does too. Yeah.
But then those you have to get those to fall into your freight car.
Okay. So I'm thinking you're digging for the freight car, but because Mr. Driller is down, I was thinking this is across.
Yeah, I pictured
so
it
cave-ins are a lot more of a problem.
Yeah.
So you have to be more careful about how you're clearing rocks because it's easier to have a bunch above you than when you're going straight down. And so like if you're digging the tunnels for the freight trains, then
I mean, they could be freight and people trains. I'm just trying to put the word in there.
yeah.
And I feel like adding stuff to like your freight sounds more fun.
Right, but like if you're digging the tunnel for the freight,
Yeah.
it's behind you.
The freight is attached to me.
What?
Like the mole is crawling and it's got a little freight cart.
Okay, so he's not digging like a tunnel for a permanent train. He is actually delivering the goods.
Yes.
Okay.
And
it's turn-based. And
okay.
by turn-based, I mean like a roguelike style where each movement or action advances the entire world by one step. Step-based. We'll call it step-based. So you have infinite time to think between moves. It's not real time, is I guess what I'm basically getting at there. Okay, I like this. So instead of like things collapsing, like shaking and then collapsing after 3 seconds, you have like 3 steps to figure out how to get out from under the collapsing thing. And you also have like that many, like you have a given amount of steps to figure out how to get your cart where it needs to be.
Okay.
To get an item.
And it's fun.
And it's fun is a gimme word because all games should be fun.
Yeah, but I made you edit it to make it more fun. So
that's true.
So because you can add things to your cart, which I think is more fun.
Fair.
Fun for me. Okay.
All right. With 50 seconds on the wait, we didn't come up with a name. We've got 50 seconds left.
About?
I resumed it.
Okay.
Mr. Mole's magical delivery service.
Mr. Mole's magical mail service. Mr. Mole's magical mail metropolis.
It's Metropolis? No.
Mr. Mole's magical mail.
Wait, so is mail freight?
It can be.
It can be.
I think so.
Mr. Mole's magical mail.
Mysteries.
Militia.
No.
No. Mr. Mole's magical mail delivery.
Tunnel.
Delivery, right?
Okay. Yeah, okay.
Okay, 5 seconds left. We win.
Okay, one more this episode. I'm ready.
Starting in 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, we have error, reverse, and point.
Error, reversey, point. It helps me when I say it weird. It helps me remember.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Got any ideas?
Maybe it's an old school computer. And there's lots of errors. And you got the old school looking pointer.
The game is a computer?
Okay, here we go. Reverse. You have to... It's a computer simulator.
Okay.
And you have to uninstall every, OS, operating...
Okay.
Back to 1995. So you're reversing it because you have a big error.
Wait.
How is it a game? I don't know.
No, yeah. No. Okay. I don't know how to fit error. Wait. What's error?
Reverse, and point.
Point. Okay. Okay, I don't know how to get error or point.
Oh, great. Okay. Perfect.
But I was thinking maybe we can work together on this. You are the undo function
Okay.
in a computer program.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
So the way, instead of just having the ability to just magically like undo things, like you have to be monitoring what's happening.
And then
Like
when you get
the player, are
okay,
monitoring.
and then when you get an undo like command, you have to like figure it out.
Then you're like, oh shoot, okay, what do they want? Like, what's the last thing that they did?
Well, I mean, I'd hope you have seen the last thing they never.
Right.
Met.
No,
Yeah.
but that's
okay.
the thing. Like, you got to be watching,
Yeah,
and maybe
okay.
sometimes they're doing things really quickly, and then you're like,
and I think some things should be like weird in the puzzle. Like,
yes,
like they're not just typing in Word.
Right.
Okay.
Right. No. They're doing a whole bunch of stuff in the program.
Great. Okay. So I think error. I mean that
maybe they get an error, and so they start undoing.
No, I think it's more that like you cause an error if you mess up.
Oh. Ooh. Okay. So
and like depending on how bad you mess up, the worse that you could get like hard locked out of your computer.
Wait.
Basically.
Oh. Well, no. Maybe that doesn't work.
Share us with your brain.
I was thinking like they do undo. Let's say it is a simple like word processor. They do undo, and somehow you miss the correct letter or word to remove, and then they just keep typing, and then at the end it's an error because their homework's wrong.
No, I think it should be a based in-game error, like an in-computer error.
Yeah.
But I do think like them doing it multiple times, like the slower you are, the more they're just going to keep commanding, which could like clutter your screen and make it harder. But I do want it to be complicated puzzles. We do need point. I think a pointer is fine. I think we can see a big pointer.
Okay. Yeah.
They're pointing to the air. I don't know, but I think that's fine. I'm going to leave that because we gotta name this game.
Undo, redo.
Okay, I guess. Undo.
You're not you're not feeling it.
I'm not feeling it.
Let's wiggle around in it for a little bit.
Okay.
Let's not give up on the first name.
Control. Lose Control Z. You Control Z.
You Control
or Command Z or whatever.
No, it's Control Z.
Okay.
We're not Mac users.
I am.
Ah!
This podcast is being recorded on a MacBook.
Okay. Controls Z, but it's like controls. It's like a 90s like cool font.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Like,
Control.
What's up?
Yeah.
Boombox on the shoulder. Controls.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah.
CTRLZ.
I love that.
Okay.
Okay.
That's the end of the game. 38 seconds left.
Nice.
We rapid fired the rounds.
Yeah. We did that, and now it's time for the end of our show, which is where we just say things. So, the things that I will say are that we have a website, makethatgame.com, where you can sign up for the newsletter, which I promise will get sent out before the end of the year. You can also...
How many people are waiting on how many people are you leaving waiting?
I will say there's one person who I don't know personally who has signed up for the newsletter. So that person out there, I'm so sorry.
Oh my God.
Look, it's harder than you think. The reason I haven't sent a newsletter, it's not because of the content. It's because of all of the logistical, like business address and all that stuff.
Right.
Like and like it and linking it to our domain and all that stuff. Like it has nothing to do with the actual content. Like the newsletter is basically ready to go.
You're right. Yeah.
We just have run into a lot of logistical like paperwork errors, and we're like, we're a baby podcast. I don't know if you understand.
I forgot that there was so much of that involved in it. And
and I was trying to link the domain, and I need you again to do one other thing in Cloudflare. Anyway.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So that's why
I don't even get paid sysadmin bucks. Okay.
I'm not just sitting around. Like we have it ready. It's just anyway. We'll get it out eventually. Thank you, that one person who did sign up. That was really nice.
Yeah, we appreciate you so much. Thank you.
But yeah, you can go to makethatgame.com where you can find our latest episode, sign up for our newsletter, and we'll probably put other stuff there eventually, but it looks pretty good right now. You can also follow us on Twitch, twitch.tv/makethatgame. We do monthly live streams, and I'm going to tell you the next one right now. And the next one is August 23rd, Saturday at 10:30 a.m. Eastern.
Ooh, not going to work for me.
What?
No, I'm joking.
Oh my gosh. Okay. But yeah, you want to follow us on Twitch so that you are alerted when we go live. Because you never know. Maybe we're late, maybe we're early, maybe we decide to just go live for fun one day. I don't know. But follow us there. You can also send us an email, makethatgamepodcast@gmail.com. You can send us game ideas that you want us to read on the show, 3 random words you want us to make a game about, game design things you want us to discuss, please send that. Or if you are a game designer or developer and you want to be on the podcast, please also email us that.
We have the technology now. You may remember the episode that we did where we did do exactly that.
Yes, and we'd like to do it again. So please reach out. And then if you heard a game today that you think should exist in the world.
And Isaac made the music.
Oh, yes. And Isaac makes the music. The song in the beginning and end is the same song, and it's by him. All right. If you if you like the game that you heard today, the only way that you can experience it in real life is if you go out there and make that game.